The American people are frustrated. They're frustrated because we keep winning elections. In 2010, we won the House. In 2014, we won the Senate. And we don't have leaders who follow their commitments. And I'll tell you the sad reality. My time in the Senate, what I've tried to do more than anything else is two things. Tell the truth and do what I said I would do. Stand against the Washington cartel.
Well, that was Texas Senator Ted Cruz at a political forum in New Hampshire, where nearly all of the 2016 GOP presidential contenders got a chance to address voters directly, and where Senator Cruz earned some praise for his performance, perhaps raising the bar for Thursday evening. Senator Cruz joins us now. Senator, good to see you tonight. And so a lot of people may not know that you were a debate champion at Princeton. And in addition to that, we're the Solicitor General down in Texas, where you argued for a living and you got pressed with hard questions by smart judges. So you've been at this rodeo before. How confident do you feel going into Thursday?
Well, Megan, I think the debate is going to go well. I certainly hope it will. And I think it's a continuation of a debate we've been having for a number of months, which is what is the right direction for the Republican Party? How do we win, and how do we turn the country around? You know, there are a lot of voices in Washington that argue every 4 years that we've got to run towards the mushy middle, that the way we win is by not really standing for much of anything. And every time we listen to those voices, we lose. Every time we run as Democrat light, we lose. I'm convinced 2016 is going to be an election very much like 1980, and that we're going to win by following Reagan's dictum of painting in bold colors and not pale pastels.
Did you strike some sort of a deal with Donald Trump? Because you came to New York, you met with him. Now, a lot of people believe you had some sort of a deal, either that you might team up in the debate or that you won't criticize him and he won't criticize you.
Oh, Donald and I have been friendly for a long time before he was a presidential candidate. I expect that we will remain friendly after he's a presidential candidate. And I commend Donald
you
for
didn't answer my
speaking
question.
out. No, there was no deal. But we've met a number of times, and a lot of the Republican field, as you know, have fallen all over themselves to smack Donald with a stick. They really are frightened by what he's saying. And not only have I refused to do that, but I've commended Donald for having the courage to speak out, and in particular to shine a light on the problem of illegal immigration. Illegal immigration is something
why would you be better
I've
than
been
he
leading.
is? If you like him so much, why don't you get out and let him run?
Well, illegal immigration is something I've been leading the fight on for a long, long time. In the Senate, when the Gang of Eight amnesty bill was brought forward, I was proud to help lead the fight to stop the Gang of Eight amnesty bill. Jeff Sessions and I stood side by side to stop it. You know, when you're dealing with sanctuary cities, when you're dealing with the crimes that come from illegal immigrants, I've been dealing with that and fighting against that for over a decade. And so I welcome any effort to shine light on the problem of the Obama administration releasing criminals.
One of the reasons that you didn't actually go to New Hampshire last night is because you wanted to be at the Senate for a vote to defund Planned Parenthood. It didn't ultimately succeed. It had 53 votes, but you need 60 to overcome the Democrats. Anyway, the point is, Elizabeth Warren, Democrat, and some want her to run for president, took to the floor and she went after the Republicans who were pushing it. Here's what she said in part. Here's a short version.
I come to the Senate floor today to ask my Republican colleagues a question. Do you have any idea what year it is? Did you fall down, hit your head, and think you woke up in the 1950s or the 1890s? Should we call for a doctor?
Saying what kind of crazy people would want to defund women's health care. That's how she framed the issue.
Well, you know, Megan, that video illustrates just how radical and extreme today's modern Democratic Party is. Whether it's Elizabeth Warren or Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton, every one of them embraces radical, unlimited abortion on demand in every instance, partial birth abortion, no parental notification, taxpayer funding. And I got to say, in the wake of these Planned Parenthood videos, yet another one came out just in the past few hours. They're horrifying. They show Planned Parenthood officials sipping Chardonnay and with no compassion, no heart, bartering and selling the body parts of unborn children. These are felonies. These are felonies that carry with them long criminal sentences. If we had fair and impartial law enforcement at the Department of Justice, we should open an investigation and prosecute these Planned Parenthood officials. We should prosecute Planned Parenthood. And it really is striking that the Democrats are willing to embrace You're in my taxpayer funds going to fund this organization, an ongoing criminal enterprise.
You know, they say that it's the largest health care provider for women, for birth control, for cancer screenings going. And we're having that debate later, but I wanted to get your reaction to your colleague who wanted to know if you fell down and bumped your head, and you look fine. But we'll find out for sure tomorrow. No, it's over between us, Senator. But it will be continued in 48 hours, and I will see you in Cleveland.